Hello, I'm Dr. Aarti Kandolkar. I'm a consultant psychologist and a counselor. Today, we are going to discuss on a very important topic, schizophrenia. Okay, so schizophrenia spectrum and other psychotic disorders. This is according to the DSM-5 as we know. So this is the latest name and we do not identify it just as schizophrenia because there are variety of schizophrenias or forms of schizophrenias or schizophrenic symptoms appearing in different forms. So we will be trying to cover all of those types. Then we are going to see the symptoms, we are going to see an introduction to it, and we are going to talk also about the myths and facts about schizophrenia and psychotic disorders. So to begin with, let's introduce this topic. Okay, introduction to schizophrenia. So schizophrenia, as we know, is a serious mental disorder, okay, in which people interpret reality abnormally. What do you mean by that? So people, okay, this is first of all, it is a very serious disorder. It is a major psychotic disorder wherein you get hallucinations and delusions prominently, okay. And what happens when you have hallucinations and delusions is that you cannot interpret the reality as it is. There may be changes in our perception, our normal perception get affected. What is perception? The way we perceive the information through our five senses, that is eyes, ears, nose, touch and taste. Okay, these are the five senses getting misinterpreted. Okay, so next, schizophrenia may result in some combination of hallucination, delusions and extremely disorganized speech. Disorgan means the person can stammer, or they may talk to themselves. They can do anything which may not be seems logical. They may cut the topic into parts while talking. Okay. The negative symptoms. We are going to talk about in detail all the symptoms, but right now to understand, negative symptoms means the person is withdrawing from their normal functioning. Whatever the person is going to do, okay, like he's going to work, he's studying, whatever, is getting affected, or slightly the interest or motivation in doing our routine get lower or diminished. Thinking and behavior that impairs daily functioning. Even our thought process, we may not be so happy with our life, or that satisfaction with the life may seem less. Okay. And then behavior also, definitely when you are not happy or when you are not enjoying as a normal life, okay, your functioning may impair. You may not take care of your uh, attire or your grooming, or you may not be like motivated to learn new things. So many things can get affected due to this schizophrenia. Okay. The next is schizophrenia and other psychotic disorder. That is actually the official term or official disorder name. Okay. Let's understand the diagnostic criteria to know when we call somebody a person with schizophrenia. Okay. The C, it is according to the DSM-5. So two or more of the following each present for significant portion of time during 1 month period or less is successfully treated. At least one of these must be 1, 2 or 3. So which are 1, 2 and 3? So this is from 1, 2 and 3. At least one should be present. That is delusions, hallucination and disorganized speech. We are going to discuss in detail later on. So this is like 3 things are getting affected. So at least one should be there. And from this 4 and 5th, okay, at least one again should be there. Are you getting? So this is like 2 or more of the following symptoms should be there. So minimum is 2 out of this 5, but you cannot choose 4 and 5 alone. Getting it? So this is one you can take from this and one you can take from this. That makes 2. But it is possible that person can have all 5. A person can have 2 from this and 2 from this, or any combination, but from 1, 2 and 3, 1 is compulsory. Okay. So we'll see what it is. So what is these symptoms? Let's understand the symptoms now. Okay. Or you can say the major criteria to be called somebody having schizophrenia. So first is like disorganized speech. What is this? So this is like collection of speech abnormalities that can make person verbal communication, okay, when the person talks, difficult or impossible to comprehend. So when the person is talking, you cannot understand what the person is meaning, what he's trying to convey. So that is what happening when the person has disorganized speech and the person is having this with schizophrenia. Example, neologism. Now what is neologism? This is creating your own new words. Just like babies, they have different words for milk, different words for rice, or different words for different kind of a thing. They create their own. Only mothers understand this. So similarly, person with schizophrenia may have their own words for different thing. Okay. And they may lose the connection with the topic they are talking about. Suppose they want to talk about maybe current politics. So they will start maybe politics, then they come to the maybe color of the pen, then they come with the lights which are there, or they may talk about the weather. So they keep on changing their topic. So logical connectivity is hampered. The next point is grossly disorganized or catatonic behavior. Okay. Now, what is this? So, what is catatonia? Catatonia means the person can be very rigid in their behaviors. They can be very stiff or they can be too flexible. So, the normal functioning, a person moves, okay, do things get affected. It become rigid or very slow, or it can become too fast. Okay. So, that can affect it. A psychomotor, okay, a psychomotor disturbance. Motor means our body, psyche means our brain. Okay, our thoughts and behaviors are getting affected. That may involve muscle rigidity, stupor, or purposeful movements. Without any reason, you may move your hands or you talk or do things. The next one is negative symptom, as we already talked about. This is like withdrawal, lack of interest in doing your own things, maybe even the things which you like the most, like playing football, or you like playing chess, or having an ice cream. You like something, now you no more find it interesting. Okay. And lack of self-care. So this is called negative symptoms of schizophrenia. So what we were discussing, this is regarding this symptom. Delusions is a false fixed belief of a person that cannot be changed by saying anything. Okay. So it could be like somebody is controlling my thoughts. Okay. You have put a chip into my brain and you are monitoring my thought process. That could be my delusion. Now you may say there is nothing like that. That is all false. But as a person with schizophrenia, I have different way of thinking. I say, no, that's not possible. You are doing it and I know. Just stop. Okay. The next is hallucination. What is hallucination? This is like our brain chemicals create an reality for us. Okay, which is not reality. Means it's a chemical imbalance are created and it is creating something in our brain, like for example, the images, people, the voices are created and you hear them and they are just real. Okay, you can talk to a person here who is not present, but my brain is creating that person. Okay. And the next is disorganized speech, that we just checked now. Grossly disorganized catatonic behavior we already discussed, and negative symptoms that we also discussed. Okay, so this is sort of a symptoms, all symptoms are created, all the major criteria of schizophrenia are so far covered. Okay, so in the next we are going to talk about the different symptoms in detail.